This dude was actually leading in the game by a pawn. Got me with a real simple move early on in the game. Wasn't focusing, okay? And I got real mad. But then, just made a couple bad moves in the middle game, and he got me again with a dumbass fucking move that I made, and I just wasn't really focusing. But I tuned in, got focused, and gave him that funk. Got the victory. I know he was mad as shit because you could just tell by like the moves that your opponent make that they starting to feel themselves. They get real cocky. He really thought he was gonna get that victory, and I snatched that shit right the fuck away from him and gave him that funk. Gave him that Philadelphia funk. Check this game out. He was leading by like 3 points. He had like 3 of my pawns. And then after that, he only took a pawn after that. And I went on to take I think I took a knight and a rook or even a knight, a bishop, and a rook. All I know is I outscored them 15-1. 15 of the last 16 points belong to me, so I just fucked them up after that. He only scored 1 point. I scored 15 after that. Just 15. Outscored him 15-1 after that. He couldn't fuck with me. Check this out. So like I said, this motherfucker thought that he was gonna beat me. I love this fucking victory, man. I put this motherfucker down. Gave him that funk. I gave him that fucking work. Let's see what his record looking like. Let's go to his page. He lost a lot of games since he played me. They go me right there. Bust this ass. Alright, so a competitive game turned into a blowout. Let me show you how this went. I was black, he was white. Like I said, I made some stupid moves early on. And right there. You know what I mean? Now he takes a pawn and a queen, and all I get is a queen. So now he's leading 10-9. So, And then, like I said, it got worse because I made more stupid moves after that. They weren't really major blunders, but just blunders. Little minor blunders that cost me pawns. Some people would say that they're major because some people really value pawns. I don't value them in the early part of the game, but in the middle and end game, they are very valuable because they can be, advanced to a queen, obviously. Alright, so I'm basically I was trying to get this rook out, as you can see, but he didn't allow me to do that. So I'm like, you know what? He want to block shit off with the pawns, make it so I can't go nowhere. So I just had to break this up real quick and just, take that pawn, get them out the way. Now he's threatening this piece, and I didn't really know what to do. I'm like, I'm really not trying to go down with another pawn. So I figure if I can get my bishop here, the least he's going to do is trade, and then I take the bishop and protect him. So I feel like that was the best move to do in that situation. And now he's trying to get his knight out involved. So I said, you know what? Let me get my rook over here. I felt it was just best to castle, get my king some protection. It would take him maybe quite a few moves to do some damage over here. So protecting your king is the first priority. So I wanted to move right here because I felt I could do this and he would take me. But then I put him in check and then take this pawn. But he didn't do that. So I just took him. He took him. And then I moved my knight up. Move my knight up. He threatens my knight. And then what I was trying to do was say, either I'm going to take him or move here, right? But he did something else to kind of change my plans. He moved there. Now he got 2 attackers on this pawn here. And again, I'm not trying to go down with another pawn. So I figure I just trade pieces. So I moved up, and this is where the end sort of came. Not quite. But this was the beginning of the end. I'm protecting my knight. He moves down here. And this where I fucking slipped up. Can y'all see that motherfucking move? The game should have been over before, well before it actually ended. But right there, slipped up. I don't know what I was thinking. I ended up moving the rook over, protecting the pawn. I'm like, why am I protecting? All I had to do was just take the rook with the knight. Most times, when you fuck up like that, you can't come back. But like I said, I had a lot of comebacks, and that's the reason I consider this a major comeback, because I had an opportunity to really do damage and let it slip away. That was so stupid. I think the phone rung or something happened that distracted me. I went to go check my food on the stove. Something happened. But that was just, I was just so fucking angry. And that's when I really zoomed in. I said, ain't no fucking way he winning this match after this. I zoomed in and fucked him up. Like I said, he got 21 points. I got 20. Threatened this rook. He moved back over. And basically what I'm doing, I knew he wasn't going to let me take none of these pawns, but I just wanted to bait him into moving them down. Moved here. I knew he would do that. So I took him. He took with that. And then right here, he's going to take another one of my pawns. And there's nothing I can do to stop that, because I don't want to trade rooks. I'm already down a pawn. I'm not in position to be trading. I'm sorry, I didn't want to trade rooks. So I let him have that. I just moved over. He had to back up. And then I moved down here, putting 2 attackers there. He moved his knight. And I moved him up because I want to, get closer to getting a queen and maybe forcing him to give up his rook. He moves over. And then I moved there. Now, this was real funky by me, but he didn't fall for it. And he took a long time to move because he was really thinking. He was like, why would he give up that? But the reason I did that is to move here, putting him into check with my rook, and then taking his rook with my knight. But he didn't fall for that. But I ended up fucking him up real good later on, so it ain't matter. I was like, damn, this dude, he kind of good. He ain't no dummy. So I put him in check. He moved down there, and I pressed the pawn up. I was willing to give up this knight to get his rook. Because if he would have took him, I would have moved here. That would have been a queen, and he would have had to give up the rook if he would have took the knight. So I gave him a choice. Yeah. Or he could have took with the knight, and then I would have took with the knight. He couldn't take me back with the king. So he would have gave up a knight either way. He would have gave up something. So he moved there. And of course now, it's all about him playing smart, because he really got this game. It's not really much I can do. Now he can take him. Well, he can't do it now, but I can't really move up here and get a queen now. So he threatens my rook. I just move over here. He ended up taking him, and this is where I fucked him. Right there, check. He can't move here. He can only move. He can't move here. I don't know why he didn't move here. He moved there, and bam, I took his knight. Because he makes blunders like that. He made a blunder earlier with the rook, so I knew he was going to make another one. And then put him in check again, forcing him to move down. Fucked him again. Check. Now I get to take his rook. He can move here or here, but it ain't gonna do him no good because he can't take me because my rook right here. So fucked him again. And this is where I told y'all, he was leading 24-21, and then I just reeled off 15 points. End up beating him by 11. Check. So from this point forth, I just had to make sure that I put this rook down here because I didn't want this rook coming down here. So I just had to make sure that I protect my pieces, and I did. And then he blundered again. Kept blundering. And that's how I ended the game. Fucked him up. So as y'all see, he was leading 24-21, and then I just came back and just fucked them up. Fucked them all up. Gave him that funk. You feel me? He couldn't handle this funkiness. You feel me? He couldn't handle this Philadelphia funkiness. But yeah, man, got the victory. Bust his ass. It was a real competitive game. Up until the mid game, the middle part of the game. And then after that, I just fucked him. Just fucked them all up.